Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polachek. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today we're going to go ahead and make some cards out of our paper that we made from watercoloring the background. All the videos that are connected with this I'll list towards the end of this video, so just look up above for those videos and I will tell you when they're there. Okay, so let's go over what supplies we're using. I'm using this Band Together die set, and it's called Detail Band Dies. It comes with all these different dies. These would make really good belly bands and stuff like that. But see, this is the one we use today. I just cut it out of white. They have this one. Not real sure if that's like a border or what that is, but I think it would be a cute border. Haven't tried it yet. And they do have the dies that go around this, looks like, and some leaves to be cut. But anyway, it's a really nice set. I guess this would be a belly band too, just a little simple one. That is really pretty, isn't it? I've got to try that someday. Okay, so that's the die that I used for this. I did cut it from white, like I said, and on this card here, I did use some Wink of Stella on top of it. I thought it would put some clear embossing over the top of that. That would make it shine, and that would be pretty. And I would have done it, but if you know me, my Versamark pads get pretty messy, and it's messy again. It would be in a pink dye by the time I got through with that, so I chose not to do that. And today, I think I'll just leave it plain. Just leave it the matte color. And let's see. And I'm going to use this stamp right here. And I did cut the little oval that comes in this die set. But I want to use this stamp right here. All days are beautiful. That begins with you. But as you can see, this one fits on top of it. But this one doesn't. Now, I could choose to try to cut my stamp apart, but that Y and that G are pretty close together. Besides, I don't like doing that anyway. I just kind of like to keep everything the way it was originally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just Scotch tape over that area that I don't want to come on there. Now that Y goes down a little far, so I'm going to have some of the letters that are exposed a bit, but I think I could go ahead and do that again. Now if I wanted to, I guess I could have stamped it, made a mask to go over the top of this, and then pulled this off, and that way it would have been a perfect fit. But the Scotch tape seems to work pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss this, and I'm going to emboss it with white, so I won't use a lot of powder. Go ahead and put my Versamark, see how pink my Versamark is, and stamp that real good. Now take my tape off of this area that I taped on. Easier said than done, looks like. Now I'm going to center this over there. Get me some white embossing powder. Okay, I heated up my embossing tool and melted that. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a couple dimensionals under here. Pump that up. Okay, I went ahead and cut this to the 5 1/4 by 4. And if you remember, this one was the first one I did, and it was a little bit bigger piece. And so I had 3/4 of an inch left. So I went ahead and took 1 inch, 4 1/4 inch strips, 4 of these, and glued these together. You could pop this up with dimensionals too, but since I had the paper out, I might as well just use it up. And this is my card base that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to glue this to the front of it after I glue this, or just basically just tape this. Just going to bend that around there. Okay. So I'm putting that in the center. Now I'm going to tape it. Okay, go ahead and glue this to my card front, or my mat. This is my mat. Well, mat, card front, whatever you want to call it, because this is going to be a easel card. I have more instructions on how to make an easel card in my library of videos. Okay, this is cut at 4 1/4. It's a full sheet of cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it at the 5 1/2 inch mark, then also at the 8 1/4 inch mark from there. So then you make it like this. Okay. Then we'll glue the top of this card, which is even with this, to the top of that. Okay. Now I'm going to take my little area that holds my card up in an upright position, and I'll see if that's going to be far enough. Not very far, is it? I think I'll go ahead and move it up a bit so my card will stand at a good enough angle. Okay, now go ahead and stamp the rest of my sentiment in here. I'll put it right there. I'm going to move this out of the way. I know that's about where I want it, so I'm going to move this out of the way, line it up, make sure it's straight. Yeah, it looks straight. Then I'll take my card in. Okay, so that does that. Okay, the only thing I think I'm going to add to this one, I think I'm going to use maybe this flower here and this leaf here, and I'll stamp that and fussy cut those out of the same ink that I used, which is the Gorgeous Grape on this one, and probably the Pear Pizzazz or the Lemon Twist. Probably the Pear Pizzazz, looks like it matches that better. Get that real good and dark. I want it to pretty well match my cardstock there. Okay, that did it. Now I'm going to take my first I'm going to clean all this off. Pear Pizzazz. I think that's dark enough for the leaf. Go ahead and do another one in case I need it. Okay, I'm going to just leave a little white border around all this. Yeah, that looks with one. I think that's all I need is one. And probably something in the center here. Okay, unfortunately I don't have anything that Stampin' Up! Makes that has that would work for this, but Probably some silver glitter would work okay, but I'm going to just use a little bit of glue. And if I can find this on Amazon, I'll leave the link below, but it's called Gala Glitz Silver, made by Art Glitter. And I'm going to just sprinkle that. Hopefully it don't go everywhere. Oh yeah, it does. It does. And now I'm going to take this this ribbon here, and it's I'll list it all below. I'm pretty sure that this is still going to be available, or is available. I'm going to take a inch piece, about 6 inches right there on this hand. I'm going to wrap it around 1, 2, 3. So I went around each one. There's 3 little loops on each one of these. I'll go ahead and cut this. And I want to make sure my ribbons are all even. They're not crossed like this, okay? Then I'll take the one I just twisted with, go underneath the one I have in my hand, go around the whole thing, and tie it. And this is set at 4 inches apart. These are free with a $100 purchase of Stampin' Up! Products. So the first time you order that's $100 or more on my website, you will get one of these bow makers for free. I'll go ahead and cut this at angles. Now if I had my hot glue gun out, I would go ahead and glue that on there, but I don't. So maybe some glue dots will work. Let's see. Probably a couple of them. One's might be enough. Let's do that right at the base of that. Anyway, I've got to glue these on here, huh, Debbie? Okay, glue this straight to there. Glue this. Straight down. Let's see what that would look like with ribbon on the bottom here. That would be nice. Okay, I could do that. I could put ribbon here to kind of help fill that area up. I could have made this 1.5 inches instead of 1 inch. That would have been nice. But with that ribbon behind there, that kind of ties all that together. I think I'll do that. But only thing is, I'm going to have to make another faux back to the back of this card to cover up the ribbon. And I think I will do that because I don't like to leave things unfinished like that. So I'll just carefully tape this back here. Now I need another piece of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by 5.5. And I'll glue this to the back. Particularly where that ribbon's at. Underneath it, because I don't want it popping up. There's always more than one way to skin a rabbit, isn't there? Okay, so that's this card. And this card, I used the bird from that Free as a Bird, the bigger one. And I have I'm going to put a video up right now that takes you how to make this little bird. It's made with hot glue and to puff it up. And it's made just like the little birds on that video, except you just use more glue to fill it up. So do it the same exact way. And of course the bow is the same. Everything else is the same. I did cut a mat that was quarter, so it'll be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, a black mat to go behind there. And so that makes just a little bit of an edge all the way around. And I wanted that little bit of black to kind of hold that your eye into that little black bird. So that black bird wouldn't be sitting there all alone. See, I wanted to use the black outline for him. And I didn't want him to stand out that much. So I did use that little bit of a black edge all the way around that card. And then, of course, you can stamp your sentiment on the inside. So anyway, that's the end of our paper. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to be seeing you again soon. Bye-bye for now.